Look at our top five. Joe McKnight, we're going to hear from in just a couple seconds. Chris Gallipo is heading to USC. Mark Tyler is heading to USC. Keep in mind, USC is one of those three teams that Joe McKnight could go to. So if the Trojans were to get him, they would have the number 1, 2, and 3 players in the draft. Quickly, Tommy, how would that change your rankings on where USC fits?
Well, it puts them right up there. This is a class that does not have a lot of numbers. 15 commitments going into the day from the high school ranks. Now you added Joe McKnight to the fold, and you're looking at a group that is just loaded with quality, just not a lot of quantity, and that's okay. It's because SC's got a lot of their team coming back, not a lot of scholarships to give out.
2 of those top 3 are running backs, along with Emmanuel Moody, Stephon Johnson, C.J. Gable a year ago. I think they'll find their running back to replace the old Thunder and Lightning tandem that we saw with Bush before a couple of years ago.
Alan Bradford was a guy they brought in last year. We talked on signing day. He was a linebacker. Mike, they shifted him over to running back as well. They got a lot of depth there at USC.
What was that guy's name? Reggie
something.
Reggie something. I think this guy may replace someday Reggie, whatever his name.
Reggie something or other. We will find out in just seconds. He is with his 7 teammates right now in River Ridge, Louisiana. Got a lot of people, hundreds of people in this gymnasium. We will talk to him in a second, but we will first go to him to let him make his announcement on where the number 1 player, according to ESPN's 150 list, is going to school. Again, it's between these 3 schools, USC, Mississippi, and LSU. You see him sitting there, number 4. Let's listen in to Joe McKnight.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've waited for. Joe, tell us where you're going.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody who came supporting me. I'd like to thank Coach J.T. Curtis, and I'd like to thank my mom and my parents. I thought about it last night, and I think today I decided to go to the University of Southern California.
University of Southern California. Guys, if you'll open your documents, I'm going to ask that you would date it on February the 7th, 2007. The time is 11:10.
All right, so there's the announcement. USC gets another guy. Pete Carroll is just continuing to rack up the talent.
Yeah, and there's a couple guys really sad right now at LSU and Ole Miss, and that's the way it happens. You lose a guy, but this guy's going to be a great player for the Trojans.
What's the mindset of a player, Todd, that says, okay, you had 3 top running backs last year. You got a junior in Chauncey Washington coming back. He'll play this year, but I'm good enough to go there and play.
It's confidence. It's confidence that, first of all, Pete Carroll, the head coach, will continue to allow freshmen to compete for playing time, and it's confidence in your own ability that you can go and not only compete with, but beat out several, if not all, of the running backs that are in place at USC already.
So he's wearing the hat, and we're going to be joined by him right now. Joe McKnight, I hope you can hear us. Congratulations. How's it feel to have this decision off your shoulders right now?
Excuse me, say it again?
I say, how's it feel to have this decision off your shoulders right now?
Oh, it feels good. It's been long months since I've been wanting to make this decision, but after talking to all the coaches, I felt like it was the right decision for me.
Why was it the right decision?
I mean, because I'm planning on studying my major in public relations, and the School of Annenberg at USC is very good, so that's why I made my decision.
How close was the decision, Joe?
How close was it?
How close?
It was very close. Sometimes I was saying I was going to Ole Miss, then I was saying I was going to LSU, then I said I was going to USC, but I sat down with my mom and we sat down and set the pros and cons of it, and we both decided that would be a better decision to go to USC.
What do you think about the running back depth that is already there with the Trojans?
The running back depth, I got a lot of running backs, but I feel I can go out there and show what I can do and hope to get a starting position.
How do you feel about the comparisons to a guy named Reggie Bush?
It feels good to be compared to Reggie Bush, but Reggie Bush is a very good football player. I mean, he's on a different level than me. I just got to get to that level, so it's a very good honor to be compared to him.
When you see things like ESPNU ranking you as the number 1 high school player in the country, what's that feel like?
I mean, I really don't get into the rankings. I mean, that's just how I am, but it feels good, I guess.
How concerned are you about this being far away from home?
I'm not concerned about it. I mean, I can live anywhere in the country, man. It really doesn't matter.
Joe, living in Louisiana, Hurricane Katrina came by not too long ago. How did that affect your life?
I mean, it affected my life, but, I mean, Coach JT helped me with it, but it's good now.
How does your family feel about the decision?
I mean, my family feel good about it. Everybody think that's a good decision for me.
Joe, I don't know if you've heard, but according to our list, you're the number 1. We've got a man named Chris Gallipo at number 2 and Mark Tyler at number 3. All 3 of those guys are going to USC. What does that say about the program?
I mean, it's going to be a very good program. A lot of schools better watch out for next year.
Hey, before we let you go, your head coach, Pete Carroll, what are you looking forward to learning from him?
I mean, I'm looking forward to learn the game of football. I mean, on a college level. And once I get there, he can teach me and other coaches can teach me. Well, it'll be a good time.
Joe, congratulations on the decision and good luck as you start your career as a USC Trojan.
Thank you.
So there it is. The number 1 player makes it 1, 2, and 3, heading off to Pete Carroll. The guy knows how to recruit a little bit, Tommy. Here's a look at the top 10 players in the country. We showed you the top 5 earlier. There's still someone in the top 10 who's yet to announce. That is Marvin Austin. He's a defensive tackle. He will be joining us in about 25 minutes to make his announcement live here on ESPNU. Any big surprise in this top 10 to you, Tommy?
No, I don't think so. You know, Noel Devine obviously committed to West Virginia. I think he fits very well within their scheme there. And Rich Rodriguez's spread offense, but he may have to take the prep school route beforehand before he arrives on campus in Morgantown, West Virginia. I think a lot of people thought he would stay in state. Rich Rodriguez has got a special guy here if he makes it academically. But Joe McKnight, I mean, what can you say? I mean, SC right now just getting loaded up at running back with another versatile player.
And there was a lot of talk in the offseason about Pete Carroll maybe going to the NFL and taking that route. You don't get the top 3 draft picks and are able to sign them in the NFL. He's got the top 3 picks off of this list. It's amazing the talent he's bringing in.
When I saw him catch that pass, that's what Reggie Bush can do. He can go outside, be a wide receiver, too, as a running back. He gives you mismatches. Myron
Roll said last year, 1 team is happy, 5 teams are unhappy. Right now, Les Miles, Ed Ordron, not quite so happy. But Pete Carroll and everyone who's a USC fan is thrilled because, as you see, he is signing the dotted line right now.